Welcome to a demonstration of the content-powered Agentic Bank. What you're about to see is how Hyland's Content Innovation Cloud helps banks move from document-heavy processes to confident lending decisions. The real constraint in lending today isn't lack of volume, it's efficiency. Too many loans stall in manual validation, follow-ups, and comparison work, instead of actual decisioning. But I want you to imagine a different model, where from the moment a document arrives, intelligence is already evaluating completeness, policy alignment, and readiness for underwriting. Because that's what Hyland delivers. With Hyland Enterprise Agent Mesh powered by the Enterprise Context Engine, agents guide borrowers and prepare underwriters from the start. And the result? Lower costs, faster cycles, and better decisions at scale. So let's take a look. I'll start as a borrower applying for a business loan on the Blue Ruby Bank website, though this could just as easily begin in a branch office with a loan officer. On the left, we see a list of documents to upload, and on the right, a loan assistant that will ensure I have a complete application before it's sent to the bank. I'll browse out to grab my documents and click Open to get things moving. Everything appears in order, so we'll continue. And at this point, our agent mesh gets to work. As soon as documents arrive, the right agents are activated automatically. One confirms intake while another organizes everything so that it lands in the right place. And from there, specialized agents check for completeness, while others focus on quality, like readability and signatures. These agents can run in parallel, they share context, and they only slow down or involve a human when confidence drops. Now, traditionally, this step takes hours due to human ETL. But here, agents complete it in minutes, eliminating bottlenecks. One such bottleneck, and the number one cause of loan delays, is missing or misunderstood documents. In our case, though, the agent mesh has already identified the missing documents, giving me the opportunity to fix it here in the moment, and ensuring I've included everything that's needed the first time around. And now, with all the documents provided, agents can get to work again. They extract key details and match them to the right part of the application. They also compare documents against each other to identify gaps or inconsistencies early before they turn into approval delays downstream. And perhaps my favorite part is the borrower. The agents prepare my application and ultimately present me with a summary view. So in the final step of our process, all I have to do is confirm the application details and check off this final box. When this application is marked ready, it's not just complete. It's packaged for faster, more confident review by our underwriters. So let's see how. Now serving as the underwriter, I'll hop over to my underwriting workbench. Here I can see my in-process loan applications and accompanying insights, all in an app that we built for this demo. But keep in mind, these insights could also be surfaced in your loan origination system or other line of business application. After a quick refresh, we can see the loan that was just submitted. So let's take a closer look. Overall, the submission appears strong. There's a list of application strengths in green, and to the right, potential risks to review. But it isn't just the insights themselves we're seeing, it's how the agents got there. This policy evaluation agent is reviewing the application the same way a seasoned underwriter would, by weighing risk signals against mitigating strengths and grounding everything in the bank's lending policies. When it flags something, it explains why, providing transparent, policy-aligned rationale that helps the underwriter move faster and know what to focus on with full confidence in why. Now, at this point, these documents have only been reviewed by agents. So to take a closer look for myself, I'll click on the Documents tab. And here we see the documents containing risk indicators are clearly marked. For the business plan, we can see the specific insights on the right, and we have access to an underwriting assistant to ask questions of this document. Ultimately, anything that agents can verify objectively is confirmed here, and what remains is my professional judgment. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and complete this review, but before anything moves forward, I have to complete the readiness checklist. Some of these items you'll see are auto-verified, meaning they were confirmed by agents. Those items, together with the underwriter's checklist items, create balance, speed where certainty exists, and human judgment where it matters most. All that's left for me to do here is copy and paste a quick note, and we're done. And with readiness confirmed, the loan can move forward with clarity and confidence, setting the stage for faster execution downstream. So far, we've seen multiple intelligent agents at work. But another important thing to keep in mind is how these agents know when to engage and when not to. We're certainly not looking to insert an agent into every single step, which could be not just unnecessary, but also costly. And that's where orchestration comes in. The agent mesh uses your policies as guardrails to determine when an agent adds value and when it doesn't. So let me switch personas one last time to show you what I mean, this time as a solution builder. Here we see the admin view of our business lending solution, showing the agent mesh behind the scenes. Each of these agents is purpose-built and working together, but only stepping in when they add value. The piece that brings this all together is the routing and orchestration agent. This is where decisions are made. The orchestration agent determines when to invoke AI, when to rely on deterministic workflow, and when to bring in a human, all based on how it interprets each loan packet in real time. I want you to think of these scenarios not as rigid paths, but more so how the system recognizes and responds to different situations like missing information, policy exceptions, even clean submissions. And creating these scenarios is simpler than you might expect. So let me show you. I'm going to back out here and create a new orchestrator agent. And I'm going to jumpstart things by leveraging an existing loan document routing policy for the bank. And just so you know what I'm referring to, here's a quick look at the policy I'll be using. Now, I could leverage a policy from an existing Hyland repository via Content Federation, but for demo purposes, I'm going to grab what I've collected from my local machine. And while I'm at it, I'll also grab a zip file of sample document sets for testing. Now, as soon as I click continue, the system starts identifying common situations based on the bank's policy and defines how agents should respond within those guardrails. And this is huge because instead of starting from scratch, we're starting with what the business already defined. From there, I can refine how the system responds in each scenario, or I can let it decide for me. And I can validate what's been created by testing real document sets to see exactly how they'll route. Each sample set gets a confidence score so I can see how confident the system is in how it interpreted each loan package. If confidence drops below my threshold, set here at 80%, it would route to a human for review. Our goal is to make agentic workflows easier to build, easier to govern, and easier to scale. You define the outcomes. Hyland handles the complexity behind the scenes. This is an evolution of ECM. OnBase, Alfresco, Nuxio, and Perceptive remain your trusted system of record, while Agent Mesh brings intelligence to how work is recognized, routed, and resolved, which in our lending example means reducing borrower friction, giving underwriters clearer insight, and helping lenders move faster without taking on more risk, making this a content-powered agentic bank. For more information, visit hyland.com.